Welcome to King Lizzard's Game Lounge and Forza Motorsport 6 PvP racing action from the Bernese Alps in Switzerland. So for this particular race I chose the 1999 Dodge Viper GTS ACR. This is one of my own tunes, up against the community here. It's an 11-man race. For some reason one of the players quit out before the race began, or possibly got dropped on connection. I tend to get dropped quite a lot too. Quite frustrating in these Forza games at the moment for me on connection. And so it leaves us with a real field of 11 drivers. Now this is A class race. Mine's an A700 specs. It's my own tune that I put together. It's a rear wheel drive car as standard, so I've done nothing to change the drivetrain of this vehicle. It's got a speed of 7.2, handling of 5.8, acceleration of 8.5, which is its strongest attribute, and braking of 5.6. Braking quite important on the Dodges because there's so much power there. You need to be able to slow it down, otherwise you tend to get something that's just very fast, very slidey, and doesn't stop very well. So real nice car. This quite a nice tune actually for a Dodge, I must say myself. And I did make a little mistake there as I breezed part of the crash barrier. Went just that little bit too wide, pushed the car a little bit too hard. So at the moment, as you can see, I think I'm in third place here, fighting to get in front, and that's Nissan was just taking me on the outside there, and I'm really fighting the car there, trying not to hit him as he's going on my outside, because he kind of took the line I was going to take. I kind of moved over a little bit wide there, which meant I had to slow down a bit in this car because there was no way I was making the corner if I didn't. Now just as I crossed the finish line there, I don't know if you couldn't really see it so well in the video, but you see that BM's got some damage to his rear. Well, that was me basically. I kind of went into the corner to take a tight turn and he hit the crash barrier, which meant me basically being a little bit faster than him as we hit that corner together, and I kind of caught his rear end. Managed to brake as well at the same time, but it did cause a bit of damage to the car. Now in this case the PvP race didn't have damage turned on, so damage did not affect the handling of the car in any shape or form, but I did manage to squeeze into third place after that particular event. Now trying to run down the car in front here, because the first place guy is getting quite a nice lead at this point, and we really got to put the hammer down to have a chance of reeling him in at all. As you can see, I'm really pushing it there, went quite wide into that corner, and another car's had an accident back there. That was actually the first place car, crashed into that tyre barrier. Quite a common mistake I see a lot of people make on PvP, and I've managed to overtake on my favourite section of the Bernese Alps, this kind of multiple S-bend corners. A lot of people slow down for that too much more than they actually need to, so I managed to take advantage of that particular section of the track there and get myself into first place. But the race is far from over yet. I may be out in first now, but I've got a real contender coming up the rear there. You can see that blue car. That is that Nissan that just crashed into the tyre barrier back there. Now fortunately there wasn't damage turned on this race, so it didn't have any effect on either of us. I just clipped the outside concrete wall as I came round that corner, lost my concentration a little bit, cost me a bit of speed, not a massive amount, but at this point I'm pushing this Viper GTS ACR to its max. It cannot go any faster, and this guy in the Nissan has got, I don't know what under his hood, but it is going to blow me away. Watch this thing go. So he takes the inside line, makes me go out a little bit wider than I particularly wanted to. I take a cut in on the corner at the end because I see myself going to start going out wider onto that grass if I don't back off. And then basically flattening it out here, trying to make some ground up on this Nissan. For me, this section of the Bernese Alps is probably one of the toughest. I always find I generally go out wide on that section. So I just managed to reel her back in. We've got this really nasty kind of right-hander that takes you around the tyre barrier. Managed to get around that quite well and into this technical S series of corners, which I absolutely love on this track. and I'm pushing this thing to the max. There's no way I'm catching this Nissan, so he's reeled in the first place, leaving me in second on the Bernese Alps. Please remember to rate the video, click that sub button if you're not already a subscriber. Take care, keep well, and keep watching.